Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. So we're talking here about energy, okay? We're not talking about gender at all, right? We're talking about energy, masculine and feminine energy. So the masculine, we saw that, right? When we think of structure, right? Support, stability, direction, focus, responsibility, inner strength, structure, discipline, assertiveness, boundaries, protection, right? So these are some of the positives of the masculine. Now, some people might feel like that feels a little bit restrictive, and I get that. The feminine energy is more of the unconditional love, nurturing, tenderness, intuition, creativity, feeling, that stillness, right? So when we think about the busy, do, that's more in the masculine usually, right? It's like making it happen. Feminine is more in the stillness, flow, radiance, surrender, allowing. Do you remember yesterday when we spoke to the anatomy of a transformation? The first step in the sourced experience is releasing control or surrender, right? So it's like, in order for you and your client to feel comfortable releasing control, there needs to be a structure to support that. This is what allows your clients, okay, to be in their surrender is structure. I want you to write that down. Structure creates freedom. I've come to desire structure. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Structure creates freedom. Literally, we're going to talk about that. Structure leads to freedom, right? So just as an example, has anybody ever felt like I have to keep my calendar open because if I have too many things on my calendar, I don't like it? Raise your hand. Has anybody ever felt that? Yeah. And then has anybody ever had like an opportunity come up, but you were completely powerless to make a decision about it because you didn't even know if you had time? Anyone? You're like, I don't know, can I rearrange things? What's possible here? Yeah. When you have a structure, you're the boss. You can change the structure. You can reschedule something to another time. And then here's what happens. Okay. I'm sure everyone has had this experience where you're scheduling with someone and there's a back and forth of what times do you have? What times? Oh, I'm open. Okay. Well, how about this? Right. And it's like this arduous process of back and forth because you're so open. Now you have to email 6 times. If you had just said Tuesdays, anytime, right? Or I have these 2 times available, it happens like that. Better yet, send a link, right? So I just want you to think of this. Seems small, right? But how much of your precious life force energy are you wasting? This is a small example, right? Extrapolate it out in tasks that are harder than they need to be because you haven't created a structure. So the structure is supportive of you. It's meant to free you. It's meant to free you. If you have a potential client and you have 18 things that you could possibly offer them, and you have no structure about what's open and what's available, everything's available all the time, it does not make them feel safe. It doesn't make them feel supported. It doesn't make them feel like you are the expert, right? Like you have a structure to support you so you can support them. And we might think, and we might sometimes piss people off, or we might get pissed off with people who have boundaries, right? Who say, no, I'm not available at this time. And to you, it's like, well, why not? You respect those people. At some level, you're like, I wish that I had that. So structure leads to freedom.